it was just a bad, negative day. And I was just ready to just, okay, all right, I got to go get my kids. This will get better. For the 30 seconds that I get their attention, because then they jump on their phones in the back seat and start watching stuff on stream. They don't really talk to me a lot. So my daughters get in the car from dance, and I always listen to their conversations with each other because I just laugh at the fact that they use words that I have no idea that they even knew. And I heard my oldest, Kaylin, say to Brielle, don't forget, we have lockdown drills tomorrow. And I was like, and so I didn't say nothing. And Brielle said, what's a lockdown drill? And she says, well, that's where they teach us where to go if somebody bad comes on to the school grounds. And so we have to know where to go. And so they're going to do a drill so we're prepared. Game news, they ain't even on no more. I'm just sitting there listening to this. And so unsolicited, because I didn't even want to, you don't want to think about your kid who's 8 and 10 having a lockdown drill. Mm-hmm. And she says, Daddy, if you had to save yourself or your friends, who would you save? That's exactly what I said back.
Yeah.
Right there. Because I was just quiet. Because I wasn't even ready. After the day I had yesterday, right. I was not ready to hear my daughter ask me that. So I said, well, I would hope I would save myself and my friends. Because that's important to make sure my friends are good, but I have to be here too. My daughter, without missing a beat, she said, I would save my friends. And she said, because, Daddy, I know I'm going to heaven. And she's like, so I just would want to make sure that my friends are good.
How old is she?
She's 10.
10. Yeah.
Can you imagine driving and contemplating, talking about your daughter going to heaven at 10? Crushed me. Like, literally, I couldn't. I was like, I can't leave it at that. So what I said to her, I said, that's why we have the see something, say something rule. And she said, what does that mean? And I said, well, if we see something that we think is scary or somebody's acting like they can hurt somebody, we should go tell. And so then they can get that person out of the way so they don't hurt anybody. And that's the way we save ourselves and we save our friends if we're looking out for our friends. And she said, I understand that. And I just faded out because I was like, I was drained. I couldn't have any more conversation after that. It was just kind of like she went back to her phone and I sat there and just up front and just my eyes just started just like now. Like I'm not crying, but it got heavy while I was just driving and I was just like looking at the screen like, how the hell did that even just happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them like, thinking about life or death.
I had 10 years old.
At 10 years old, my daughter's thinking about life or death. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The worst part ever. I got home, we had dinner, and they got in the shower, and I was like, all right, I went to bed. I was just like, I can't. I'm like, I'm done.
Call it a day.
Like I got to reboot. I'd already been like saying I need a Control-Alt-Delete moment yesterday because I need to reboot, but that floored me, man. Like really. The fact that, we talked about it yesterday. We had like 3 lockdowns. Legoland had a lockdown. Mm-hmm. A school in Newport Richie, a school in Bradenton.
It's been happening a lot lately.
It's happening a lot.
A lot of schools are having walkouts and protests. And like my old high school, I was just looking on Facebook. They had like a big walkout.
Mine did too yesterday.
Like you want to protect your kids. Like they got a lockdown drill. I ain't involved in that. Mm-hmm. She's come up with this situation where if there's a situation she has to save her friends. Where did that come from? That she formulated that idea? That ain't mine. This whole experience is taking away a part of it that just really is heartbreaking.
It affects everybody.
And so my friend texted me because they saw my rant and they're like, well, are you okay? Like, what's up? And they had a message or something. It was from a friend that said basically her kid didn't want any light up shoes anymore. Mm-hmm. Like the Skechers that you step and they light up.
Yeah.
Little kid. Like 6 or 7 or something, don't want the light up shoes no more because if they're hiding from shooters, they will see the light.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Are you serious? When I say people on other different sides of the conversation and they're on right or left or gun or no or whatever, everybody got kids. When you put somebody in that front seat and their kid says that to them, it ain't no sides. It's just like, oh, what do I do to make sure this person is okay?
And it's heartbreaking.
You know what I mean?
I mean, even the text that we're getting, we just got a text, it's just a sign of the times where we're at. It says, Orlando, are you considering getting your girls a bulletproof backpack for school? Like, that's something that, like, people are
Am I considering it?
Now.
No, I'm not. If I'm at that point, then they got to be homeschooled.
Mm-hmm.
Then we just got to do something different. I don't want my kid thinking, okay, all I got to do is throw my backpack in front of me and I'm good. She's 10. Right. She can't assess what a bulletproof backpack can do. They were like, give the teachers a gun. Teachers are crazy. They sleeping with kids. You going to give them a gun?
Right.
Like, they ain't got the best.
And pay them $30,000 a year.
Right. Like now I got to be trained on the gun. You can't get me staplers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I don't trust that either. Like I said, it was a moment where my day got a word that I can't say on the radio without paying $325,000. But it got really, really crappy.
You can't change what happened, but I'm happy that you're there to talk to your daughters and educate them because they obviously have questions.
I don't want to have them conversations. I don't want to have them conversations. I don't want you to have that conversation with Aubrey. I don't want her to look at you and say, hey, mommy, so if they're shooting at school, what do I do?
Right. Where do I go?
What, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm done. I just want to. Like I said, I told you guys I was going to share that, and I did. I'm going to raise the spirits when we come back. Like I said, we got to do something. And if anybody had to have that conversation, I'm sorry for you because it hurt.